Well, hello, family. We're so glad you joined us today. It's always good when the family drops by. The day that we are taping this particular program, the temperature this morning when I got up, it was 5 degrees, and the wind chill was 6 below. So I said to myself, this is a day we need something to warm up the innards, as my mom used to say, and that would be a good pot of soup. So that's what we're doing today. This beautiful tray of all kinds of fruits here, you know, when you see something like that, even if it's a pot of soup or it's something you've gone to a friend's house and they're making something, it smells so good, or maybe you're at a party or something, we taste with our eyes first. And you look at them and you think, boy, I wonder if those grapes are sweet. I wonder if the green ones are. I wonder if the red ones are. Is that strawberry? Is that going to be sour? Is that going to be sweet? We anticipate with, what's that going to be like? And then when you're at a friend's house and you just happen to get there at the time when they're about to take it out of the oven or take it off the stove, and they'll say to you the magic words. Well, I don't believe in magic, but the important words. Would you like a taste? Oh, would I like a taste? Yes, I would. And you graciously say, yes, I think I'd like to taste that. And you're dying inside because you really want it. And so they give you a taste, and you're like, you're savoring it. You can't wait till they get it to you so you can taste it, because your eyes are already telling you it's something you're going to like. And then when you taste it, most of the time you're not sad about it. You're usually happy because it does taste good. You know what? It's the same way as it is with God. He says, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Have you seen people and you said, boy, they're such nice people. And you know, a lot of times you folks write to me and you say, oh, Arlene, I would love to have you as this, and you just remind me of my aunt. You're such a wonderful person. Guess what? It's not me. It's the Jesus that I serve inside of me. And my desire is to be more and more like him. So my message to you today is taste and see that the Lord is good, because he really is. That's from Psalms 34. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Anticipate a relationship with the Lord like you would tasting a piece of fruit or something that someone's prepared for you. That would be, you will not be disappointed and you will love it. A relationship with Jesus, nothing in the world can compare with that. And you will not be disappointed. Well, we're going to have our at-home hint, and when we come back, we're making 3 different kinds of soup. So get your paper and pencil and hang on, folks, because we got to get a warm in here. We're going to taste and see what this soup's all about. We'll be right back. Here's today's at-home hint. When recipes call for peeled garlic, instead of tediously peeling each clove, place the cloves into the microwave and zap it for 15 seconds. You'll be amazed. The skins will slip right off.
For updates, pictures, stories, and more, like us on Facebook. To watch hundreds of classic episodes, subscribe to us on YouTube. And to get hundreds of free recipes, visit ctvn.org/athome.
Well, today the menu is soups. 3 different kinds. What kind are you making?
Chicken noodle.
Chicken noodle. And this is unusual. It's a different way. It's a quick way.
Yeah.
And what did you start with? What are you doing
First,
here?
I boiled water, and once the water got good and boiling, I put my onion and put 4 big chicken breasts with bones and skin, because my family's not a big dark meat eater. And then I just let that cook till it's done.
And the bones and the skin add a lot of flavor, so you don't want the boneless, skinless breast. It's a little flat.
Right.
And so what you do then, you took the chicken out.
Took the chicken out, and then I cut it all up, take the skin off, take the bones off, and then cut it all up.
Okay,
and
so
then
it's
I'll
only
throw it back
4,
in.
right?
Yeah, 4
Okay,
big
now
breasts.
you have a whole onion in there.
Yes.
Show us that whole onion. You have let's use this.
Yeah, I
So
put the whole...
she doesn't chop it up.
Oh, it fell apart.
It's falling apart. But that
here's-
adds such flavor.
Yeah.
It's very, very
Can you
good.
see it?
Okay, all
There's
right.
the whole onion.
And you kind of let that go,
Yep.
and you skim the foam off of it to
Right.
keep it nice and clean. Chop up your chicken, and
Right.
then what do you do with the rest?
And then I just start throwing everything else in. The celery, the carrots.
Are you the celery, you chopping it?
No, I leave it whole because...
Like that?
Yeah.
You don't
I
cut
leave-
it in half?
Not usually, because it all,
Okay.
you know, mashes down. But I just usually throw everything back in it and just get it good and hot, and then it all cooks down. It's like Simple and good. And I like the shredded carrots
Okay.
better in there. I don't know why, I just do.
That's a lot of carrots for that little bit of water. Huh?
No,
Okay.
but it's all good. And then I started using chicken base.
Soup base.
Yeah, and I do put a good bit in, so I don't put any salt because this has a lot of salt in it. And you just do it all to taste. You
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
It's just real simple, and then you kind of just let it do
Then
its
you
thing.
then you add the chicken to it, right? Okay. All right. While you're doing that, I'm making beef noodle, and this is my pan, and I just have some oil in there. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil. You have a nice hot pan here, because we have to brown. We want to brown our beef cubes, and this is our cubes of beef, just stew beef, but we cut in small pieces because they will get more tender quicker when they're in little pieces like this, okay? And we're just gonna add some onion powder and some garlic powder, okay? This is just gonna flavor the beef up a little bit, add a little flavor to our meat. And just wanna mix it around to get that flavor on all the meat. And then I'm gonna do a little black pepper and some salt. Just mix it around. And then this is going into the hot oil because you want to get this browned before you start making your soup, because that always adds a lot of flavor to it. So just in the bottom of this pan, go add a little bit more oil. This is just regular like Crisco oil, okay? And this is going to brown up real quick. And while that's starting to brown, I'm going to add a cup of onions, chopped onions. It's going to add more flavor. The key to a good soup is flavor. If you don't have good flavor, then your soup's going to taste flat and bland. A lot of people dump a lot of stuff in to bring flavor, but really, if you'll cook those peppers, onions, celery, whatever vegetable, if you start to cook them, trust me, it's going to be a whole lot, it adds a lot of flavor. So, okay, let's turn this up a little bit, okay? Give me a, keep going. Other way. You got the wrong one. Okay, there you go, thanks. Okay, and so, add just a little bit more. This is coarse salt. And all we do with this one, let it brown like this, and then you let that cook about 5 minutes. And then we're going to put 6 cups of beef broth into this. And some carrots, some chopped carrots. And then we're going to use, after that cooks a while, then we're going to use frozen egg noodles. These are frozen. And if you don't have those, you don't have them in your own grocery, you can just use regular Klusky or some kind of a soup noodle. It all works good. And then just let it cook. And what are you doing over there, Missy?
I'm just adding the rest of the stuff in and just stirring it up, and
you know, Patty, what kind of noodles is going to be in that soup?
I personally like those little indici de pepes.
Ange de pepe.
I love them. They're my favorite, so that's what I
'Cause they're
usually put in there.
Yeah, but you have to let that come to a boil first before you'd add that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How long do you let that cook?
Till all the vegetables get nice and tender. Probably about a half hour, give or take.
Half hour? Okay.
Yeah, just you want the vegetables to really cook down, like the celery and the carrots.
Because that's going to add a lot of flavor. Sure.
Right.
Okay, as you can see here, this is browning up nicely. The vegetables are sweating. The celery's getting nice and soft. And you want that because that's going to make such good flavor.
And that smells really, really good.
The beef, and you want to get a good Angus beef, you know, because that does taste good. Let's face it. Okay. I think I'm there.
And this seems like a good quick soup to put together, too.
It is. It is. Very simple, very easy. I'm going to add my carrots. This is all a cup. I'm going to add some parsley, dried parsley. And I'm going to add 6 cups. So this would be, one box is 4 cups. This will be a box and a half. And then this is just going to cook. Then we're going to add the noodles once this comes to a boil. And we're going to let these cook. When we come back, we've got some more for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
If you love At Home with Arlene Williams, then subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have hundreds of episodes with all your favorite recipes, holidays, and friends.
Say hi to your fan club.
Hi, fan club.
And don't forget to click the bell so you'll never miss another episode of At Home.
Well, we've got 2 pots started.
Yes, we
and
do.
now Patty's going to make another one, and this is corn and potato chowder. The minute you say chowder, you know it's a thick, not a broth. It's a thick, stick to your ribs kind of
yeah.
soup. And oh, it's so good. What you got cooking in there?
Canadian bacon, cut into
Ooh,
little tiny
nice.
pieces. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice basis, a good foundation to build on. And then what else you going to add here? What you got?
Onions and celery. I have
Potatoes.
rosemary, potatoes,
Corn.
all kinds of stuff. Onions, chicken broth, all kinds
Yum.
of stuff.
Okay, very good. And that's not going to take that long, about 30 minutes, right?
You're right.
That makes a good bit too, so you're going to want that. But that's a thicker, it says chowder, that's not a brothy soup. That's a good, thick, hearty soup.
Oh, yeah.
And the other ones are boiling away over
Yep.
there. We need to turn that down a little bit because that just needs to simmer. That's our beef noodle. We've added all the rest of the ingredients into that. Those frozen noodles are there. Show us what's going on in your pot, Patty.
Yeah, it's boiling away, and
That's
the
the
celery's
chicken.
wilting down.
So
that'll
those
look good.
soups will be done in about 15, 20 minutes. When this one will be done in about a half hour. I mean,
all ready
there
to
you
go.
have 3 pots of soup in very little time. Okay, so you might need to turn it up just a little bit to get that cranking. So what I'm going to make, which is a nice accompaniment to go with any of these soups and all of them at the same time, I'm going to make some honey cornbread muffins. Oh, yeah. Okay. So here it is. It's 1 cup of just regular flour. Put that in our bowl. We're going to put 1 cup of cornmeal, just yellow cornmeal. That goes in. Okay. We have a little bit of sugar, just to that's just 1/4 of a cup. All right. And we have a tablespoon of baking powder. That's going to give it a lift so they're not flat like a pancake. All right. And what you want to do is just mix that together. Make sure that the flour and the cornmeal all blend well. And you want to evenly distribute that baking powder also, because that's important so that they all have an even amount in them. And then when you get to this point, you're just going to make a well in the middle. Because into that then goes, we have some oil here, about 1/4 of a cup of just vegetable oil right in the center. We have 2 eggs, 2 large eggs. Everything goes right in the middle. We have some honey. This is what's going to give it such good flavor. And just look at that honey.
That looks,
Oh, honey.
yeah. I love
Honey.
biscuits. I love muffins. Oh,
And this is such a good combination.
oh yeah.
Oh, yes. And then, buttermilk.
Oh, you can't do better than that.
But we don't even like buttermilk, right?
No.
This isn't buttermilk, this is heavy cream. Fooled you. This is a cup of heavy cream. I bet you could make it with buttermilk, though, now that I think about it. Yeah. But the heavy cream just makes these biscuits heavenly. Trust me. And then all you do is just start to mix it. You want to blend them well. This should make about 12 muffins, all right? How are we doing over there, Patty? You okay?
Good. It's all
What'd you
cooking up
add
real
to
nice.
that? You got your...
I got my celery and onion in, and it takes about 5 or 6 minutes for it to get soft.
Okay.
And then I could start adding the potatoes and
The rest of the stuff?
the
Okay.
flour and the garlic powder and all the
Okay.
other good stuff.
Okay, now, as you can see here, this is the consistency of the batter. You want to see how yellow that is from the cornmeal, but also because the eggs will make it very rich. And this is you don't want it to be, oh, I have to beat this out and get all the lumps out. You don't want to do that. You just want to make sure that egg and everything is incorporated and all the ingredients are in there together. I'll tell you, when it's cold like this, like it is today, soup is the only thing that sounds good to me. I mean, really. Okay? So we have our muffin cups. Now you can spray them, or like we have done, we've just used the paper liners, and it's easy to do that way.
Yeah, I like the paper liners. A lot
Yeah.
less cleanup.
I think so too. And then we're just going to drop it in there. If you have an ice cream scoop, that works well too. Just put them in there like that. So simple, so easy. Now you want to have your oven on 400 degrees preheated, because if you don't, it's not going to be good. They have to be in a hot oven for them to really come up. And if it looks like one has too much in it, don't worry about it. Get some in all of your cups and then go back and redistribute if you need to, if you have a lot in one and not enough in another. I used to worry about that when I would be putting them out, and I'd drive myself nuts, and I'd think, what in the world's wrong with me? How come I can't get that even? But sometimes you just can't. So you go back and redo it. Don't worry about it the first time round, okay? Just drop that in there, like that. They smell so good. And I would put some jelly out with this, put some crackers out with the soup. And you know, the old standby of a grilled cheese sandwich is never wrong with the soup. That just kind of makes it so good. And, you know, you could make all of these. You could make one of them. You could pop this together, like do the preliminary stuff, pop it in your crock pot before you go to work in the morning. When you come home, you're going to have a wonderful pot of soup. And boy, there's nothing as inviting as when you open that door.
Oh, yeah.
And you smell those
soup.
incredible smells. And you know that within 15 minutes, you can be sitting down to something really good. That's worth it. Okay, we're going to clean this out. Just add some more here and there where we need to. And these will only bake for about, I think these bake 20 minutes. 25 minutes, 20 to 25. I always go, if it says 20 to 25, I set my timer for 20, and then I do a check. Because people's ovens,
yeah, they all bake different.
they bake different, and they bake fast or they bake slow. And you sure don't want to get stuck
with burnt muffins.
Yeah. So you go with the lower amount. And that way you can always put it back in for a couple, or you can take them out if it's necessary right then. Okay, I think this one's just a little full, but I think I need a spoon.
Yeah.
So we're going to rob Peter to make Paul.
That works.
Yeah, it does.
I do it at home all the time.
Well, you have to, because you can't always get that just even.
Perfect, right.
Yeah, but swirl them around. You want them to be pretty full. You want to make sure that they're all pretty much the same level. This one looks like it has just a little nip right there. Okay, Patty, do we have everything in yours yet?
Yeah, just about. I got the potatoes in. I have all the seasonings in. I got to bring this to a boil.
And then what do you do?
And then I add milk and corn.
Okay, and you're going to add about 3 cups of corn to that, right?
3 cups of frozen corn.
And that's going to cook in there. And you don't have to cook that frozen corn first. It will cook right in that soup. So there it is. Well, she's going to be cooking the corn and finishing the soup. I'm popping these babies in the oven for 20 minutes. When we come back, we'll be in the dining room, and you'll see all the soups we made today. Here's how you can get today's recipes.
To get all the recipes from today's show, plus hundreds of others, just click the link in the video description or visit our website, ctvn.org/at-home.
Well, I hope you've gotten some ideas from our soup program today. What do you think, Patty?
I think so.
I mean, look at this table. It is loaded with all kinds of soup. Down there in the front is our beef noodle that we started with. That is a nice thick. Look how nice those frozen noodles turned out.
They look homemade.
And that, yeah, they do. And the broth is very nice, and that's just with beef broth. Next to it, Patty, this is your chicken noodle soup with the ange de pepe, those tiny little noodles, which we like. And next to it is the corn and potato chowder. Look at that.
That looks wonderful.
Thick and beautiful. Here's our wonderful honey muffins that we talked about. So easy to make. And I just added a little extra honey if people want to add some to that. You put a little stick of butter out with it also. And then you can't have a bowl of soup without a grilled cheese. So we put some grilled cheese together. We made them ahead of time. Put your oven on about 200 degrees and then just put them on a piece of parchment paper on a cookie sheet. Pop them in the oven. It keeps them. It holds them. And they're crispy and they're so good. Delicious. Then as a special treat, because strawberries are coming in really big right now, we just got some strawberries and we dipped them in chocolate. This is so easy to do. Honest to goodness, it's not hard. Anybody can do it. You just don't, you want to wipe them clean. You don't want to wet them. And then you melt your chocolate either in the microwave or over some simmering water, and then just dip them. Hold the stem, dip them in, put them on a piece of wax paper or parchment paper, let them set up, and then we just melted some white chocolate and took a fork and just drizzled over it. This is beautiful. And what a nice treat, because soup will stick to your ribs. Then you kind of get a little bit hungry a little bit later on, but then if you give them these, they will love you forever, Mama. I'm telling you. It's a wonderful day when you have all this soup, a grilled cheese, and chocolate-dipped strawberries.
Oh,
what else could you want, Patty?
Nothing.
The only thing we would want is for you to be sitting here at the table with us. That would make us so happy. And I know that you can't, but you can certainly get all the recipes, and you can make them for your family. Remember, taste and see that the Lord is good. Go to church this Sunday. You will feel so happy that you did, and you will please God because He wants us to come to His house. I hope you've enjoyed today's program. We sure have enjoyed having all of you here. So be sure to join us the next time because it just wouldn't be the same without you. We'll see you then.
Furnishings provided by Levin Furniture, featuring Lane's Country Living Collection. Food provided by Jordan Banana Company, wholesalers of fresh fruit and vegetables in Trevosburg, Pennsylvania.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button so you'll never miss another episode of At Home. Thank you for watching.
Cornerstone Television wishes to thank all our faithful viewers whose consistent prayers and financial support have made this program possible.